If you're feeling anxious about changes to your benefits, I completely understand. There have been a lot of alarming headlines lately, and the reality is, there's still a lot of uncertainty. But instead of getting lost in speculation, let's break down what we actually know. Right now, some big policy shifts are being discussed that could impact food assistance, Medicaid, student loan forgiveness. Let's start with student loans, because this is one of the clearest situations to explain. Right now, borrowers are stuck in limbo again. A recent court ruling struck down key parts of the SAVE plan, but it didn't stop there. It also shut down 2 older repayment programs, plans that were supposed to wipe away student debt after 20 to 25 years of payments. On top of that, there's a flood of misinformation, making it even harder to separate fact from fear-mongering. So let's go through everything step by step so you know where things stand and what might happen next. What does this mean for you? If you were close to loan forgiveness under these plans, your timeline just got pushed back. The Department of Education has removed all applications for income-driven repayment, IDR plans, even the ones that weren't directly affected by this ruling. Appeals are expected, but no one knows how long they will take or what the outcome will be. Need guidance? Call Care Connect USA at 888-201-0431 to learn about your options. Now, let's talk about Social Security. There's a massive shakeup happening behind the scenes. The acting commissioner of the Social Security Administration has ordered managers to come up with a plan to cut 50% of staff. That's half of the workforce gone. To put this into perspective, the Social Security Administration employs around 60,000 people nationwide. If this plan moves forward, we could see tens of thousands of job cuts. We've already started seeing offices shut down and departments being downsized. What does this mean for you? Longer wait times for assistance, delays in disability claim approvals, fewer local Social Security offices, limited access to in-person services. If you've ever had to deal with SSA paperwork, you know how slow and frustrating the process can be. Now, with fewer employees handling the same workload, getting help could become even more difficult. This is something we need to keep an eye on. What's happening with SNAP and Medicaid? Now, let's talk about food assistance and healthcare benefits, because this is where a lot of fear and confusion is coming from. Recently, Congress passed a budget resolution that lays the groundwork for massive spending cuts. The USDA, which runs SNAP, has been told to cut $230 billion over the next decade. The Medicaid office is expected to slash $880 billion from its budget. That's a massive amount of money. What does this mean for benefits? Right now, it's important to understand that this budget resolution is not a law. It's just a blueprint, a rough draft of where Congress wants to cut spending. Before any actual cuts happen, Congress must pass a funding bill. If lawmakers can't agree on the details, we could see a long, drawn-out battle with temporary funding extensions while negotiations continue. Medicaid cuts? What's at risk? If lawmakers move forward with cutting $880 billion from Medicaid, here's what we could see. More restrictions on eligibility, meaning fewer people will qualify. New work requirements for adults who aren't disabled or elderly. Higher out-of-pocket costs, making healthcare unaffordable for low-income families. One major concern? Some of these costs could be shifted to state governments. If states have to pay more for Medicaid, they might raise taxes, cut benefits, make it harder to qualify. Right now, there are no guarantees on what will happen, but one thing is clear: Medicaid is under a serious threat. SNAP cuts? Could your benefits be reduced? Now, let's talk about SNAP benefits, because this program is directly in the line of fire. The USDA has been told to cut $230 billion, and since SNAP makes up 71% of the USDA's budget, it's a major target. How would they make these cuts? Rolling back the 2021 Thrifty Food Plan update, this would reduce benefits by about $140 per household per month. Tightening eligibility rules, stricter income limits, work requirements, and asset restrictions could kick millions off the program. Shifting costs to states. This could lead to higher state taxes, stricter rules, or benefit reductions. And there's another issue gaining traction: new restrictions on what SNAP users can buy. Some lawmakers are pushing for rules that would ban SNAP purchases of soda, candy, ice cream, chips, and sugary cereals. A proposed bill, the Healthy SNAP Act, would give the USDA power to create an approved food list, and some states are already moving forward with their own restrictions. Iowa's proposal is the strictest yet. Under this law, SNAP users could only buy meat, dairy, grains, fruits, vegetables, peanut butter, and pasta. That's it. No chips, no cookies, no energy drinks. Critics warn that these restrictions could make it harder for families to get food, especially in rural areas where healthy options are already limited. What happens next? Right now, none of these changes are final. Congress is still debating. Public response could influence decisions. But one thing is certain: benefits are under scrutiny, and major changes are being considered. Should the government decide what people can buy with SNAP? Or should recipients have the freedom to choose? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. I'll continue tracking these updates so you always have the latest information. And if you found this helpful, be sure to check out my other videos for more ways to stay informed and protect your benefits.